Entry 1. The ones that crawled across me. It started with one, tiny, almost too small to notice, a flick of movement on my arm, then gone. I brushed it off without thinking. But then it happened again, and again. Different places, different times, at home, outside, in places they shouldn't have been. Not just one spider, a few every day. On my clothes, on my skin. One on my hand while I was making coffee. Another on my leg in the car. One on my shoulder after walking through a place I'd never felt before. I started to ask myself if this was normal, if I was just noticing more, if I was imagining it. But no, I wasn't. They were real. They were there. And I know what spiders mean. Not the fake meanings you see in books written by people who've never lived magic. I mean the real ones. The ones that show up when the veil gets thinner, when something is watching, or when you've touched a thread you weren't meant to pull. Spiders are the weavers, the watchers, the ones who know what's coming before you do. And these weren't hunting me. They weren't accidents. They were messages. Every one of them. Something in me has changed, or maybe something outside of me is finally reacting to what I've known for a long time. I don't need to cast to cause movement. I don't need candles or altars or words. I am the spell. The magic isn't coming. It's already here. And it's crawling across me, like they were trying to wake me up from the outside in. So I'm awake now. I'm listening. They always come when you're about to change. Not the kind of change people notice. Not a haircut or a breakup. I mean the deep kind. The kind that stirs your blood. The kind that shifts how the world feels when you breathe it in. Spiders mean the threads are moving. They don't show up for decoration. They're not random. Not when it's more than once. Not when it's close. Not when they land on skin. They come when the web is shaking. When the world you're in is brushing against another one. When something's noticed you, or when your power's grown loud enough to be felt through the veil. The old witches used to say they were watchers. Messengers, gatekeepers between realms. Not all spiders, just the ones that come with pattern, with purpose, like this. And when they come this close, this often, it means the web's reacting to you. Because you're moving in a way that touches more than your own life now. You're brushing other threads. You're waking up magic that isn't just yours. If that's happening to you, if they're crawling on you, around you, through your dreams, then know this. You didn't imagine it. You didn't summon it. You didn't make it up. You were seen, and whatever saw you is waiting to see what you do next. So pay attention to the whispers in your chest, the pulses in your palms, the flashes of instinct that say, this means something, even when you can't explain why. You are the thread now, and everything is watching how you weave. The deeper lore of spiders in witchcraft. In advanced witchcraft, spiders are far more than creatures of the physical world. They are archetypes, living symbols of the web of fate. And in magical thought, that web exists across realms. Every thread is a connection, an action, a thought, or an event. And the spider is both the guardian and the weaver of those threads. Folklore across cultures. Celtic tradition. Spiders were associated with the goddesses of destiny, weaving the lines of past, present, and future. A spider omen could mean the weaving is changing, either because of your own magic or because something beyond you is altering the threads. African and Caribbean traditions. The spider trickster Anansi teaches how stories and knowledge are woven into the world. Encounters in dreams or visions may suggest you're being shown hidden truths. Mediterranean witchcraft spider. Webs were seen as wards, traps for harmful energy. In some protective magic, charms were woven in a spiral pattern to mirror a web, drawing away danger. Spiders as messengers. In magical practice, repeated awareness of spiders, even when not physical, is often interpreted as a sign that your actions or energy have been felt through the veil. This is especially true if the spiders appear symbolically in visions, dreams, meditations, or synchronicities. They can indicate a shift in your magical current, your power becoming more noticeable. A message from spirit or the other world, a reminder to stay aware of what you are weaving into your life. The presence of watchers or guides observing your path. Symbolism in spellcraft. Manifestation. The web's structure mirrors how intentions spread and connect, making spider imagery potent in attraction magic. Patience and timing. A spider waits, trusting the web will bring what it's meant to catch. A lesson in not rushing spells. Before they're ready. Influence and control. In some traditions, the spider is called upon to weave over a situation, influencing its outcome subtly but powerfully. Practical witches note. For witches, a spider's appearance doesn't have to be literal. It may come through symbols, dreams, repeating thoughts, or patterns that stand out. When it happens more than once, especially during heightened magical periods, treat it as a deliberate sign. Record the date, setting, and your feelings in a grimoire. Patterns often reveal meaning over time. Spiders in witchcraft are not simply decoration in the web of superstition. They are the weavers of connection between the worlds. When they appear to you, even in the mind's eye, they can be marking a moment when your own thread is vibrating louder than before.